Sony's revised PlayStation Plus will be available in a week for some countries, and a month for the majority. To prepare for this, the business revealed that some of the titles will be available when the service launches. For today's video, we'll be sharing with you these new PlayStation Plus games lineup, so you better keep watching if you want to know more about this upcoming release. Recently, the lineup for the new PlayStation Plus games are released featuring new and old games. The PlayStation Plus Extra and Premium tiers, which are also known as Deluxe in some areas, will include the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 games listed below. The majority of games are PS4 titles, although there are a few PS5 titles as well. Sony stated that its list only included a portion of the games, and Ubisoft responded by publishing a few more on its own website that will be available on day one. By the end of 2022, Ubisoft wants to have 50 classic titles on its Ubisoft Plus Classics Catalogue, which will be available to both Ubisoft Plus subscribers and PlayStation Plus Extra and Premium users. At the start of each month, new PS4 and PS5 games will be cycled in. So, does Sony still offer subscription plans? PlayStation Plus subscription plans are available on the PlayStation blog. Sony mentioned 700 games there. On both levels, though, there are around 300 games. This is significantly less than the game that PlayStation had previously promised. Surprisingly, remasters and re-releases are included in the list of classic games bundled with PS Plus Deluxe, even though it was categorized at random. However, you may not be aware that game streaming is unavailable in many Asian countries. As a result, PS Plus Deluxe is featured whereas PS Plus is not. This implies cloud-streamed PS3 games aren't available. However, the new subscription plan that Sony has devised consists of 3 levels, namely the PS Plus Essentials, PS Plus Extra, and PS Plus Deluxe. What are the games included in the recent release? This is an early look at some of the games that will be included in the launch window, according to the PlayStation blog, and titles may vary by the local market, and certain titles may not be available to stream until after launch, but they will be available to download and play. Some titles may not be available depending on the region to which you've subscribed, so double-check each game title before committing to the all-new PlayStation Plus. Here are some of the titles Sony is releasing for the Deluxe and Extra subscription: ABZU, Adrift, Age of Wonders Planetfall, Alienation, Balan, Wonderworld, Batman Arkham Knight, Battle Chasers Nightwear, Bee Simulator, Blasphemous, Bloodborne, Caladrius Blaze, Call of Cthulhu, Child of Light, Chocobo's Mystery Dungeon, Everybody, Chronos Before the Ashes, City Skylines, Damascus Gear Operation Tokyo HD Edition, Darksiders Genesis, Darksiders 3, Days Gone, Eagle Flight, Alex Ember PS4, Entwined, The Artful Escape, The Book of Unwritten Tales 2, The Council The Complete Season, The Crew 2, Uncharted 4 A Thief's End, Uncharted The Lost Legacy, Until Dawn, Valiant Hearts The Great War, Vampire Virginia, XCOM 2, Y School Heroes, Bustlin' School Life, Yokai Watch 4++, Wise 8, Lacrimosa of Dana, Zombie Army 4, Dead War, 1111 Memories Retold, and Too Dark. Aside from these, Sony also released the Classic Collection, which is now remastered, that includes the following: Ape Escape, Batman Return to Arkham, Arkham Asylum, Batman Return to Arkham, Arkham City, Beyond Two Souls, BioShock 2 Remastered, Crisis Remastered, Darksiders War Mastered Edition, Dark Nation Apocalypse Edition, Deadlight Director's Cut, Disney Pixar Story 2, Buzz Lightyear to the Rescue, Echochrome, Gravity Rush Remastered, Heavy Rain, Hot Shots Golf, Hotline Miami, IQ Intelligent Cube, Jackson Dexter The Precursor Legacy, Kingdoms of Amalur Re-Reckoning, Lego Harry Potter Collection, Resident Evil Siphon Filter, Tekken 2, and The Last of Us Remastered. Of course, we also have a list of the games available for the PlayStation Plus collection, namely the following: Bloodborne, Days Gone, Detroit Become Human, God of War, Monster Hunter World, Infamous Second Son, Ratchet & Clank, The Last Guardian, The Last of Us Remastered, Until Dawn, Uncharted 4 A Thief's End, Batman Arkham Knight, Battlefield 1, Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Zombies Chronicles Edition, and last but not least, Final Fantasy XV Royal Edition. Similarly, these titles are available for PS4 and can be played simultaneously by Deluxe, Extra, and Essential subscribers. So what else does Sony intend to release in the future? PlayStation Premium will also get a slew of older games too, and Sony confirmed a few theories about them in the process of revealing its list. Some will have improved frame rates and higher resolutions. A handful of select PS1 and PSP games will also have a new user interface that will allow users to save at any time and rewind, much like the older titles offered in Nintendo Switch Online. Those who have also digitally purchased select classic games being offered in the subscription will not only have to sign up for PlayStation Plus or make a separate purchase to play them on PS4 or PS5. If you you buy Ape Escape digitally on PS3, for example, it appears that you should merely get the game without any attachments or subscriptions needed. But can I buy some of the releases individually? Sony also stated that some of the games will be available for individual purchase, as some had speculated when the announcement was made. Sony, on the other hand, said nothing about adding trophies to these older games. It's unknown if they'll acquire trophies, but given those PS4 ports did, the PS2 on PS4 games are sure to get them. The first section contains original PS1 games, with one PSP game thrown in for good measure. The second block is made up entirely of PS2 titles that have been ported to the PS4. The third block is a little different. They're all PS4 remasters, but Sony appears to be exploiting the fact that they were originally older games to place them in the premium tier. For example, BioShock was originally released on the PlayStation 3, but although the 2016 PS4 remaster is being used, it appears to be exclusively available to PlayStation Plus premium subscribers, even though those with Extra have access to PS4 games. Since Far Cry 3 Classic Edition, a PS4 port of a PS3 game, is being offered in Extra, it's unclear how all the other PS4 remasters of PS3 games will be treated. What has Sony been up to lately in regard to game development? Sony has contacted PlayStation game creators with information regarding a new initiative that will provide timed game trials to PlayStation Plus premium users when it opens in most areas in June, according to Game Developer. Sony outlined a concept for how game trials will function for upcoming releases in the notification. Any game with a $34 wholesale price, not retail, will enable this functionality, and subscribers must be able to play for at least 2 hours before purchase. The restriction isn't retroactive for titles already on the PlayStation Store, and it doesn't apply to PlayStation VR games. Games under the $34 wholesale level aren't required to offer this functionality. So, what games are included in this trial? Does it apply to all? Trials would apply to games that sell for a little more than $34, implying that this primarily pertains to titles priced at or slightly below the full $59.99 or $69.99 retail price. Sifu, for example, would not have required a sample because it costs $39.99, but Dying Light 2, which costs $59.99, would. Sony noted in their literature that tailored demonstrations rather than full game trials are acceptable, but that such releases must be approved on a case-by-case basis. Publishers and developers can still set up additional trial periods, like free weekends, to advertise their releases to the entire platform. Trials have some leeway as well, as they can last up to 3 months after debut. Trials must also be active for at least 12 months. But how will these trials affect the gamers, developers, and Sony as a whole? Despite concerns that smaller studios with games barely beyond that threshold will be forced to devote resources to trials, Kotaku senior reporter Ethan Gatch said that the PlayStation Store team is in charge of the trials. However, some creators are concerned that Sony may not compensate them for making their games include such a feature. The announcement comes as part of the extended PlayStation Plus program, a subscription service aimed squarely at Microsoft's massive Game Pass offerings. One way Sony intends to differentiate itself from the Xbox offering is by offering a wide range of timed game trials. The Xbox offering focuses more on providing unrestricted access to a section of the marketplace. Electronic Arts Access Service offers similar trials, which is a consumer-friendly approach that has hampered games that don't make a solid first impression. For the majority of the preceding generation, game demos were essentially non-existent. Thanks to several festival events on Steam and free slices of games advertised as prologues in the marketplace in recent years, they found a fresh life on PC. More demonstrations of this kind appear likely across all platforms, as more game developers try to reach out directly to players in every way they can. With that, we're wrapping up today's video about the lineup for the new PlayStation Plus games. Are you an avid gamer? Which of these titles have you played before? Let us know in the comments section below. Before you go, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to our channel with the notification bell on for more videos like these. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.